Edition of Mahala Monday. Boy, I tell you what, we've been looking forward to this one. My name is Dugald. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. As always, I am not alone, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, how do we introduce her today? She's the only person I've known that has swam all the seas.
Is that so?
Yes, Rhoda, you have. In two of them, there were no lifeguards, but the others you will find, you said. No,
Yes.
not really. Rhoda is here, everybody, as always. Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm good, Dugald. I'm good. Always happy to see you. Always
Great.
on a Monday. I look forward to seeing you on the Monday because you kind of make my week. And you
Ah,
start my week
you're so
quite well.
sweet.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
So everybody out there, as usual, hope you got your glass of wine, your water, your coffee, tea, or your plate of food, and enjoying your time with us. Because we've got a very special guest.
We do, and apparently while you feast, we are basking in glory. I tell you what, this is why we're so looking forward to the show, and Rhoda is hitting it smack bang on the nail there, because this is a show you don't want to miss. Before we go any further, the first thing we need you to do is like and definitely subscribe. Many wonderful episodes coming your way, but this is one for the books, and one that you definitely want to be part of. It's an interactive show, so we look forward to your questions and comments. Definitely put that in there. But our guest needs very little introduction.
Yeah.
Very little introduction. You could have heard her giggle and laugh
Yes.
here sort of at the back at the moment. But very little introduction. Before we get to our guest, let's quickly just mention this. As we all know, we what, 13 days into a new month, but September is a huge month in our calendar in South Africa because it is Heritage Month. It is a month in which we're not just on Heritage Day, but we celebrate exactly who we are as a people. And more importantly, we look forward to this wonderful, amazing nation that we all know we will be, and this beacon of hope and light to the rest of the world. And our heritage forms the foundation of this. And we celebrate the differences. We embrace it. We bring all of that together. And tonight, when it comes to culture, when it comes to heritage, and so many things, let me put it, I don't even know how to introduce this guest. I can tell you this, firstly, been on the show before, so it's a revisit, different surroundings.
Thank you very much.
So definitely a friend of the show. Icon when it comes to anything culture, I would say, really, and I don't use this cheaply. Definitely an icon, but also a person who is a huge beacon of light and hope when it comes to really all the wonderful things we want to be. This is a person who embraces it, lives it, preaches it, has been an activist her whole entire life. You will know her as the CEO of Artscape. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, she's here, Marlene Le Roux. Dr. Marlene Le Roux, how are you, Marlene? Welcome back.
Welcome home.
It's like, I don't know who you have been speaking about.
And in the other corner.
It must be somebody totally not in this corner.
Marlene. Definitely. Firstly, thank you so much for your time. We know you are busy
very busy woman.
And for making time for us. It is so wonderful to have you here. But more importantly, just welcome. Welcome to the show. It is fantastic to have you.
I think it's like we need to honor Mahala. It's like I'm here because I believe in the brand and I believe in the people that started this. So for me, it's like coming home. And being with friends and being with family that has the same values that I have.
That's fantastic.
Beautiful.
Nice
Thank
to
you.
hear.
Thank you.
No, it's like really from a heart. From me to you.
Thank you. We take it. And
We
do you know what is really fabulous about the show? Also our viewership. And it's wonderful for you to touch on those because those norms and values are shared by so many. Yes, I find that people don't often share those, that we're actually so like-minded. But sometimes we're just stuck in our diversity, you know, and we don't really think that people yearn for the same things.
Exactly.
People yearn for the same good things in life.
And what I like also is that the journey that the program is going through is like you don't start. I always say we're a new country. We had apartheid, and now we need to journey together. And it's journey together with values and belief systems, but also to open yourself to something different that you haven't experienced, because we were boxed all the time.
Yeah.
And we need to be opening ourselves to say, it is not the color of our skin that must determine, do I like you or don't I like you? It should be, what values do we share in lives? And this is of utmost importance for me. What this program always share with the viewers is, what do we share? We need to journey to a South African identity. And what is a South African identity? Or are we still boxing each other?
Oh, wow. So true. So
When
true.
you speak of South Africa, do you think we're still developing?
We are still developing major. It is, for where I'm sitting, if we just take a few steps back, is that where we come from is that it is important that it can't just be the politicians that must pave the way. It should be the society and where you are anchored, where you need to play a difference. If you are a parent, play a difference in your school where your child is. Make that difference there. How can you tune with, if you are an affluent parent, with a school that is marginalized? That is how we need to start the journey. And also, we're still so boxed that we, even what leadership is taking place in our church, religion, society, then we need to ask ourselves, is the political parties taking over the work of society? So if I look at our youth developments those days, we were all in youth development. We were busy with looking at, I come from youth development. My activism started as a youth leader, started in schools, started 85. I want to share this with you. I just had this weekend, 40 years ago, I was at Bergerwer Secondary School.
Okay.
And that time it was in the heart of the Casper days, the tear gas.
Yeah.
And our school were, in that particular era, people forget about 85. And 85, the country was burning. And our school, when I was in matric, it was burning. The Caspers used to come in and it will just flatten the school and it will just flatten us. So we didn't have a matric ball. So this Saturday, we reconnected and we had our matric ball. It was the best ever experience. And why it was, we relived that horrible time. We all had scars, but we looked at each other and we say we survived. But what are we giving back? So my spin on this is basically to say is that, what can we give now? What are we doing personally to give back in order for us to say we are moving ahead and we are steadily moving, that we're looking at what it is to be a South African. We're more than rugby. We're more than braai. We are first and foremost people embracing humanity.
Yeah, and I like the way you put that. I love the way you put that with embracing humanity. That is so important, because here we are now, fresh off the back of Heritage Month, which is so important, because we all know that's the foundation. You know what I mean? We got to celebrate the diversity. But if somebody had to ask you, Dr. Marlene Le Roux, what does heritage mean to you? What does Heritage Month mean to you? What was the Heritage Day? What does it symbolize? Why is it such an important aspect for us to build this wonderful world, wonderful South Africa we look forward to?
Heritage is about making an effort to know more of culture is evolving. Culture is not static. So it is about, how do you expose yourself to positive culture? And we all talk about culture, but there's a difference between culture and arts. Arts is a profession. It's a talent. It's honing your talent. It is practicing your talent. You go and study that. Culture is behavior which you are being taught by where you are born into. So I always say, you're not born with language, you're not born with religion, and you are not born as you are enculturated with what you are born with language, because it is what you are learned. That's why we talk about mother tongue. So it's important for me, heritage was not where we isolate each other. It is about how do we come together and learn from each other. But also to say, we need to also be above critique. When culture is abusive with women, then we must say this can't be the culture of South Africa. If culture is bringing down somebody else's being to be a human being, then that can't be part of heritage that we want to live. So it's lived heritage. It's also historically, because as we're sitting here, we have certain DNAs. I never want to go and test my DNA with a name like Marlene Le Roux in South Africa.
Yes.
Obviously, it will be so many DNAs that will be in this little body. So I believe that everybody is born with red blood. Everybody has a heart that pumps, and it's got a pulse, and it's got a rhythm. It's how you're going to dance to that rhythm, and it's how you're going to perceive yourself in what you want to become and what you want to be. If culture and heritage is going to pull you back to be somebody that you actually don't want to be, then there is something wrong.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and let's hope it is wrong. And I want to explore that more, because you spoke about when we don't treat people right, and let's say when there's gender inequality, you know, or let's say women, because I want to get to that, because this is a strong point for us. But before we go on to that, we do have some on-air comments, and thank you so much for those questions and comments. Please have them in with us. Marlene Le Roux this evening. Dr. Marlene Le Roux is with us. So please, I'm sure the world has got many questions for you. Hubert says, hello and good evening, sir. Hubert Paulson says, good evening.
Hello, Hubert.
Monday. We need to be the spark that lights the path for society, because every step we take today paves the way for a better tomorrow. Hi, Marlene. Jocelyn says hi.
Hi, Jocelyn.
So, and what Hubert says there, yes, it paves the way forward. It makes a lot of sense, and it's exactly what you've been saying now as well, that it makes the way forward. But as you say, culture is not stagnant. It is, and especially in heritage, in that, because it's something that is constantly moving. What is, if this makes sense, I remember many years ago, I worked as a bartender at a very popular spot in Cape Town, and this was in my student days. And it happened to be the Braai Day, and which was now obviously heritage. Yeah. And at the time, it was like, you know, because all the public holidays changed, you couldn't remember what was what. I still remember Gelofte Dag and all of these. From the old.
En die stem gesing het.
I still remember those ones. I don't know how many people still geloof, which was 16th December. Gelofte Dag, which was the, you know, the Blood River Battle, whatever. But anyway, it was Braai Day, and it was surprising then that day, because where I worked was, but basically it was a who's who. It was everybody from everywhere who worked where we worked. And people were amazed to something as simple as a braai, that we all braaied. Yeah. Certain people thought, no, it's only us that braaied, or these people thought it was only you that braaied. No, it was a very simple thing, and it became a thing where even then, as like a 20-year-old, you kind of realize, but okay, culture, heritage is something that is alive, because my children today experience these things very different to what I had at that point in time in my life. So clearly 20, 30 years from now, even that will be something completely different. Something that I probably can't foresee yet.
But you know, is that we must also be very careful that we hide behind like it's only a Braai Day heritage. It's only clothing.
More than that.
It's more than that.
Oh, yeah.
It is about I see you and you see me.
So
and what conversations do we have with our children? We have become so materialistic that it is not where we talk about your grandparents, We don't want to talk sometimes because our society have changed. We talk about communities don't look the same anymore. So you can't make assumptions that the family that's going to be next to you is going to look the same like you. No, our society have changed. Are you prepared to embrace? So it's all of those things that the package, we still needs to look at non-racism, non-sexism, all those values that we've started with the Freedom Charter into our Constitution values. We need to look at it even now, even more seriously now, because people hide behind culture. People hide behind religion in order for us to say, oh, this is my culture. Oh, this is my language. No, we need to be prepared to shed of ourselves in order to relearn what we have learned previously. And we do it successfully sometimes when we have money. Because what we do, and I want to come because we run huge schools arts festival. So you will ask me, why did I started all these programs at Artscape? I did it consciously because I come from the Freedom Charter Day. And I walk that path. So for me, it is about, not just me, I work with a wonderful team. It is about, when you are in a position, are you opening up opportunities? Are you using it in order to unpack the Constitution, to say, like the Women's Festival about humanity, we call it the Women's Festival and Humanity Festival, because you couple it also with gender-based. It's not just only women, it's also about gender. It's also about how do we bring this together, because we're not going to conquer this pandemic of gender-based violence if we as genders don't come together and talk about behavioral changes that needs to happen. Like the schools arts festivals, for instance. So if you have a little bit of money, you can put your child in a very diverse school, but that costs money. So that child, that learner experienced the new South Africa, if I must say it. Or you can go live in an area who's diverse. But if you don't have money, and I don't say everybody must get out of the areas, don't get me wrong. My mother, my late mother, she wanted to stay in Wellington. She wants to stay, and I'm very proud from the scheme from Wellington. Don't get me wrong. That's where I come from, and I always say, this is Beloni Door and Kloof, and this is where I come from, and the people, they are very important to me.
Exactly.
Not everybody wants to move, but give them the resources, give them equality, give them the best schools, give them the best teachers. So, but now, if you are in Menenberg and you have a brown skin, and in Kailicha and you have a black skin, you are just exposed to one part of South Africa. And this is what we need to start to talk about. How do we bridge to cross that border? How do we bridge that? So when we come into the workplace, we suddenly talk about transformation. It's too late.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
We suddenly at the university, we're talking about transformation. It's too late. We suddenly talk about equality when we talk about persons with disabilities. Where is the child with disability in the school system? Where is the child with it? My dream for young people with disabilities, because we run also a big program from November to up till in December, and the entire 365 days is about persons with disabilities, because I'm a proud woman with disabilities. So my main thing is that if you have a special needs school in the community, that school should be the hub in that community. It should have the best teachers in music, in art, in maths, in everything. It just happens to have all the equipment for a child with a disability. So everybody wants them to go to that school. Why can I say that? At Artscape, when I started to make that building fully only accessible for persons with disabilities. We immediately started to mainstream persons with disabilities because they feel it's accessible.
Yeah.
So it is a mindset
It is.
that needs to change. So if we get capex work, capital works money from the national government, we don't just take it. We say, for what are we going to use it for? And it's not just about ramps. It is about the hearing impaired. It is about cerebral palsy. Is it level? Is the whole floor level, that a person with cerebral palsy that walks differently, can that person walk on that particular ground or tiles? All of those things. We even have all our toilets, and the most, I'm talking about the evolution, is that what people don't realize, that if you're in a wheelchair and you want to come out for entertainment and you want to order a cup of coffee, everybody will stand in front of you. So what we did? We dropped the level of the bars so that that person can go and be independent from anybody else and go and wheel themselves to the bar and ask for a cup of coffee. It's the little things. So it's how you need
Very
to look
subtle.
at your programs in order for you to come to understand when we look at humanity on all levels.
All levels. And sorry, Dugald. And I was listening to you now, and obviously one of the passions is, like you're saying, the youth, the young. And you had now recently at the School Arts Festival as well. How did that impact, and Artscape obviously being the front end of all this, how does it impact obviously the school level where Artscape is involved with the schools?
The best thing is that every night I always say to the tourists and to the consul generals, if you want to see South Africa, come for the 2 weeks to Artscape Schools Arts Festival. You see the entire Rainbow Nation. You see all the areas of the Western Cape.
Yeah.
Because what does a child do? What does a learner do? They express what is happening in their communities, what is important. So every night for 2 weeks, we have 21 to 22 schools performing.
Wow.
And everyone, there must be a school that has children with disabilities, various different disabilities. Must be a school from the urban areas, from semi-urban. I want to move away from the word townships or Cape Flats. It's semi-urban because we need to now to look at the mindset that everybody needs to be treated with resources, proper resources, and it needs to be from the rural areas. So automatically, what you put on stage will have the audience be diverse. Yes.
Yes, it will.
So we don't have an interval. So people ask me, Marlene, why don't you have an interval? I said, because the parent that has a car, what do? When that child is done performing on the stage, they wait at the stage door to pick them up and take them home. That's not the experience that we want. We want you to experience, parent and learner, the different persons that are in the Western Cape from different areas so that we can come to experience our different areas, and it works like a bomb. There is that automatically spontaneous that, wow, this school from Langa can sing. Now, Wynberg again have instrumentalists. They can't perhaps sing, but we all appreciate you. But what I'm saying is that when you start to mix people spontaneously, we start to appreciate it. And lastly, I want to say this. Then there's a conversation point when parents leave. They've experienced their children on one stage. They will then, as an audience member, they've experienced the Schools Arts Festival together. Irrespective whether you don't know the one before you, behind you, or next to you. you have a talking point.
You do.
Definitely.
And it's really a beautiful thing. And this is
Crazy.
why the school arts festival has been so successful. Because in a lot of ways, art is really the tool voice. It's seldom what you hear on the news. That is normally just in the minute. But a true reflection of where society is moving is through art.
It's through art.
Definitely.
It's always through art. I mean, whatever gets expressed in a movie or on stage, or what people sing about, the arts is it. And you've successfully done that now. How long has the school's program been happening?
It's nearly 25 years.
What?
Now, look at that.
Wow,
And it's going
wow.
from strength to strength. And for us we don't have a special, schools are special needs festival, because we want the mainstreaming. And it's beautiful to see, because the child with special needs feel, wow, I am part of society. And that's it.
Can I say something as a performer who's been professionally performing since 2008? And I want to say persons with disabilities. I want to use this term because it's just another person in my mind. But it's also because I've been on stages there at Artscape, and I work as so it's all of a sudden my language. But I want to, for this point, I need to use it. The only place, and I've been to, it's still called St. Duplessis in Bloemfontein. I've done theatres in Joburg, KZN up the coast, many places. The only place I've seen people with disability on a stage, not once, but frequently, and for many productions, has been Artscape.
Oh, definitely.
In the last while. And only now because you say it, because I don't even notice it.
Yeah, because it becomes part of the norm.
Yeah.
So for us is that, but you must, that's why I said in the beginning,
But it's
you
a long
need to actively
Do it.
be conscious by putting it on the agenda and putting it on the program, because it's not going to happen automatically. Because when we look at, we can all say we're equal, but we're not equal. Because I have a caliper that I wear because I had polio as a child. If I don't have this caliper, which costs 80,000 rand, and I take this off, I'm not equal to you. I need this resource. So I usually explain to people is that you must actively, if you have a program, you need to have a budget for that program so that equality is matched with resources. So, and also transport. You can't just suddenly just put up a festival and just assume that that child will have access to transport to come to Artscape for the rehearsal or to have a sandwich. So we have this whole thing of, we partner also with the Peninsula Feeding School as well, is that please pack in a sandwich also for another child, that we all equal. And when we come for rehearsals, and I must take off my hat for the Artscape staff. In the morning, we have for grade 1 and to grade 3, their set works, thousands. This year, we had over 50,000 grade 1 and grade 3s coming to see Floyd Keeper. And it is something to see. Then they leave again at 1 o'clock. We just have a break for an hour. At 2 o'clock, every single night, this technical team of Artscape is putting up a new show. Because it's different schools, it's different items. We want to give them the best lights, and we want to give them the sound. The motto at Artscape is that we give our children the best in order for them not to accept that they are mediocre. They must feel, I'm $1 million. And if they come through our doors, they must be treated correctly. They must feel like $1 million because they must say, I want to be treated like this my whole life through. But we also teach them other values. If you want to be treated like this, you treat our sound technician with respect.
Exactly.
You don't shout, you don't scream, because we want to show them, and then we show them. If you do that, we mute you. Without...
That's a good one.
Even if you the best voice,
Yeah.
even if you have the best dance move, if the lighting designer puts the spotlight somewhere else, they're not going to see you because you were rude.
Yeah.
So the arts teach you values of respect, teach you values of being ethical, because you need to work in a team to make it work for the audience.
Oh, wow.
And also the
Exactly.
arts teach you to be on time, because that curtain goes up at 7 o'clock. And if you're not there, you missed your slot.
You missed
so
it.
it's all of these confidence. Also, I want to say is that so many parents comes to us and they write to us to say that my child has learned to be confident just being on that stage.
And that is such a big thing,
That's
because it
beautiful.
shapes you in so many ways.
Exactly.
There's so many things we want to
there's a
talk
lot.
about, because I want to touch base with the Women Humanity Festival. We've got to talk about that,
Yes.
but we've got some on-air comments as
That's
well
right.
that are coming through. Hubert says,
Hubert.
thanks, mate. He says, since when did the abuse of women and abandoned fathers become accepted as part of our South African heritage? And why do even 16 days of activism against GBV and femicide and these issues persist?
Oh, that's a question we ask all the time. Hubert.
That's a question.
Jabbar.
Hello, sir. He says, hello. She's such a role model and woman of Africa's greatest leader. That's what
That
he's
is
calling
so
you.
true, Jabbar.
That's what he's calling you,
True,
Jabbar.
Jabbar. Oh,
Thank you,
listen,
Jabbar.
he's love.
Thank you, Jabbar. That's what Jabbar is saying. Good to hear from you, mate. Hubert says, why can't affluent schools twin with or fundraise for schools for children with disabilities? This way we teach all our kids respect and we pave the way forward. I think that's a great idea.
I think so
That
too.
is definitely something that needs to go out there. Art and education are the tools that shape our children. This is the only way we build a future where creativity and knowledge go hand in hand.
Oh, wow.
And it's amazing you use those two words, creativity and knowledge, because once we're very creative, we become more knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I like that. The bars also, he says, also tell them how you also motivate most disability, that they can do something in life, and also Artscape is the door opener for all. Include far, yeah. Thank you, Dr. Marlene. That's what he's saying.
Thank you, Jabbar. He's my inspiration.
Yeah.
Jabbar.
And he is. He's a good man. He's a friend of the show.
Yes.
He says, show how you sign language your name, Molly.
Hey, Molly.
Marlene.
He's going to hate me.
Thank you.
He's going to hate me for this, okay? He's going to hate me for this. But he knows the only thing I do is
The only thing, March.
The people love Jabbar.
Jabbar.
There we go. I know that, people. I know another one. Thank you. The boss taught me once or two, but he says the only thing you do is march. He keeps moaning.
He keeps on complaining. I love you.
Thank you for that. You've raised some fascinating
Fascinating.
points there. Knowledge, creativity, they do go hand in hand. It takes us to the next place. And Jabbar, you are absolutely so spot on. Sir, 100%. You are one of, and you are. I know you don't like to be called
Very
a
humble.
leader. You are, but most people who have that capacity and capability, they are extraordinarily humble, and as you are as
you
well. And I know you don't like it,
always.
but you are. Jabbar's not lying or joking. You are true inspiration.
Definitely.
And when we look at the Women Humanity Festival, this is where we talk about inspiration, because this is another Marlene Le Roux and team's brainchild.
It is about where it starts in our household. It's how do we change our behavior in our houses.
Oh, yeah.
It's how do we treat our boy child and our girl child. Is it different or is it on equality? It is also why we started the Women and Humanity Festival, was also to bring all parties together where there is a space, and a space of freedom, and a space of no one is going to judge you if you have a different view, but we needed to start. You can't put gender-based violence only on paper and we put it in a commission, because we started to be a country of commissions. If something goes wrong, we select people to be on a commission. And that persons must investigate it.
Aye.
Now you must ask how much money are being
Exactly.
paid per hour for those persons to be on those commissions, when you can just say, this is what we're going to do. This is, you have done wrong. Because the justice I always say, it is the person that has money that knows this is my rights and this is justice is going to be for me. And we need to think about it. With the Women and Humanity Festival, the reason why we started this was Step Up for Change, is to invite the entire country to say, come, write down what you think we as a society needs to change. What is it religiously that we need to change? How do we read the Quran? And how do we read the Bible? Or how do we read other passages with religious background? Is it pulling people down? Or are we looking at equality? Also a culture, as I spoke in the beginning, is that are we hiding behind culture? Are we hiding by saying, this is my culture, that a girl child must be treated like this? There's no such thing. It's that just for the mere fact that I'm a woman, I must be scared to walk alone at night. Just for the mere fact of my gender, I must be scared that my body is not going to be violated. I'm scared that my body is going to be violated. So, or I can die at the hands of a person that I know of. So, these are things that we can't just shift away. So, with the Women and Humanity Festival, we tell the untold stories. And what the arts is, it's a tool without showing a finger. Because as I said, the power of being an audience member, you experience that particular play, you experience that particular dance form, and you experience that poetry. And you come in and you will never be the same when you leave. Either you leave silently, but it will leave with you something, because it is you and what you are seeing and experience. And that is the power of the arts. So I say the arts is the power for change.
It is. Have you coined the term? The arts is not pointing a finger, but the experience. That's brilliant.
It is. It's really, that's my thing that I all over speak about, is that the arts is the power and the tool for change.
Yeah. Wow. It's such a powerful. It's almost feel like we've got to end now. You ended so powerful. You like said something so powerful. I don't want to end yet, but
I just want to say is that we have also an exercise 2 years ago, also with Step Up for Change, where everybody, and I would sit in the corner, we had all these particular canvases where people can, and I've experienced males crying while they're writing down their daughters' names that was killed. And so it is about a pandemic. It is about, we're saying, good men, stand up. Let's say it needs to end. And women, we must also say, enough is enough. As women, we must also say, we need to be that change also in our household. To say, I'm not going to take that abuse. I'm going to be that role model for my young girl to say, if that man is picking up their hand once for me, there needs to be somewhere a safe house that I can go to.
yeah.
So forget about the commissions. Forget about the investigations. Put things in place for women. Give women jobs. Give women, because it's sometimes the economics that women stay. And I also want to say, we are a wonderful nation. It is how we're going to look each other in the eye and say, how are we going to move forward?
Oh.
That's Marlene.
It's a very powerful statement. It is a very powerful vision. It's an inspiring vision. But Artscape, 55 years.
Next year, Artscape will be 55 years. It started out.
There's got to be some big plans. Is there anything you can let out of the bag?
Yes. We want to have this as community. The community, there will be a day that everybody can just come. And there will be productions that we will say it's only 55 Rand.
Wow.
There will be what we experience now already. People sometimes don't come and see the production because it's so accessible. People come and sit and just experience. We're going to have lunch hour concerts, which is free.
Wow.
Every single month. On a Thursday, it's going to be free. And you can come and experience. And why do we have it in the foyer? We're going to have it in the foyer and outside. Because we want you to feel and sit on top of each other. We want people to start to breathe with each other. We want people, because what did COVID done is that COVID separated us once again. Now we want to say, come and sit, put that little one on your lap, and we experience something together.
Oh, looking forward to that one.
That is going to be fantastic.
Just a quick one, sorry,
What to look
Dugald.
forward to.
Definitely. I just wanted to go one back because the two of us had a discussion prior to the show as well. And something obviously we spoke about was the Duk. Because either Dugald and myself was at the Women's Festival as well. And the Duk came through and they were obviously talking about the Duk. Can you tell me, you're wearing one as well, the story behind the Duk?
It's about cervical cancer. And the Duk, every year, we partner also with Women's Zone. We're the only institution in the world that has a hub at Artscape for women to come and tell their stories, and we help them to publish their books or to launch their books at Artscape. So it's about humanity. But the Duk in particular, women doesn't need to die of cervical cancer. If you go for your screening quite often, you can still live a full life. And that's why I am the ambassador, one of the ambassadors for cervical cancer. And this is what the Duk is all about. We now ask men also to wear the Duk as a scarf or on your head. It doesn't matter how you wear the Duk. And you can see it's colorful. Because why we say it's colorful? As a nation, we are colorful. I never want to live anywhere else than South Africa.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the sentiment we all share.
And where can they get the Duk? They can go onto the website? Or
They can go on the website and they can ask for the Duk, and all the proceeds go to women that can't afford for a mammogram.
Oh, wow.
So we always do something for a cause.
Oh, beautiful.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. If you want to find out anything from Artscape, and I mean, there's so much going on. Just visit the website. What are some of the highlights between now that people can look forward to that will be hitting the stage?
I am now traveling to Riversdal.
Sure.
And we're taking every year the theatre to the people and work
you're doing that?
Yes.
Oh, like you did in Riversdal.
Yes, in Riversdal. So I'm still doing it.
Wow.
And we're doing it also with artists from the Hisikwa area.
Oh, wow.
And Lynelle Kennett is traveling with me, some of the orchestra members. Our technical team is set up already. We're giving the best lights. We have the schools. We have a career day in Riversdal Thursday morning at 11 o'clock so that the young people can know there's careers. How can you become a sound engineer, a lighting designer? How do you build a stage? So we partner with the municipalities because why must the municipalities get in people from Cape Town to do the sound when the rural people can be trained up? Young people are unemployed. Give them meaningful jobs in order for them to be meaningful in the areas, and that is what we're going to do. So that is that. And we have a full program. Copelia is on, that's going to be on. And our highlight is obviously Boogie, where everybody's coming to Boogie. And we have Cats that is coming for our end of year. And I'm going to see some of our colleagues in 5 years still, because what happens also, our technical staff travels with productions. So Cats is coming back with the staff that we given Cats actually, because then they see the world as well, coming back, and they run actually most of the time. If you go to China theaters, there's Artscape technical team.
Wow. Wow, look at that.
Listen, this,
think maybe it's a comment.
my
He's
mind
really
is
blown away.
My mind is getting so because the Ophelia is coming. If you haven't seen it, I mean, that's an experience in itself. I've, luckily and fortunate enough to have seen it more than once. But the one thing, I just want to take you back now because you're going to Riversdale. So that was actually the first time I met Marlene. This was
look at that.
many more. And I want to say, and I'm going to get the date wrong, I want to say 2008, 2010
Yeah.
or
Yes,
something
it
like
is. It is,
2009, right
Oh,
about
wow.
Was 2010 that we went to Bredasdorp.
there. Was it?
Yeah.
I remember that. Like, it was still, James Bemji was still in
Yes.
it. He was on the stage. But there was so much. It was so much. So I just want to say to all the people in the Essequa area, if you're in the Riversdale, if you're in Slangenrivier, and even if you're in Kaapstad,
there.
just get there. Just, it doesn't matter where you are.
And we give the best.
It is.
It's definitely Marlene.
we take our best technicians with everything and we transform the Riversdale Civic into a little artscape.
Oh, wow.
And it is absolutely, wow. It is one of those things that,
Needs to be seen.
It's going to be an amazing experience.
I do believe there's a comment.
There's some comments. Let's Jabbar says, if you were president of South Africa, what is the first thing you would like to change or do? How and why? Firstly, I'll speak on Marlene's behalf here. What is it that you would like to change?
I think to be a president of a country is very hard work.
It is.
It is. And you must never become the president if you don't know the heartbeat of all the people that you need to serve. You need to serve the people. If you can't do that, step aside. The first thing I would do is that the president can't belong to a political party.
Beautiful.
The president must be the president for the people. And this is what needs to change in South Africa.
Hot potato almost ended the show. Do you think that we should vote separately for our president as we would do for elections?
We should vote separately for a president.
As the Americans would do, I would say.
Yeah, it should be a president for the people. In that way, the president is independent. The president won't be influenced. And see then, what are the needs on the ground? And that will then be priority of a nation.
Oh, wow.
Well, you've heard it. You've heard it. Hubert says, congratulations to Marlene and the Artscape team for continuing to inspire and empower. And likewise, we echo those sentiments. Thank you, Hubert. Yes.
Jason
Smith says, loving the new video. There's some stuff happening. Thank you, Jason. Mark says, Dr. Marlene Le Roux, God said, all I can say is preach. Thank you for doing all you do in hopes of making our South Africa a better South Africa. So some really nice compliments coming through. But keep them coming, keep them coming, keep them coming. I've got a favor to ask because people don't know this about you.
Yes. Oh my word.
That's the last thing I'm going to ask. I'm going to end now.
I'm
You know,
scared.
Marlene Celeste to travel.
Yes, I know. I've kept you for a minute longer. But you've got an amazing singing voice. People don't know those words. Come on, just 2 notes, just la 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 something. Come on, quickly, just for Rhoda. You make Rhoda's day, and tomorrow is my birthday. It's like tomorrow, so it's like a birthday present.
It's birthday tomorrow morning.
It's a birthday present.
Yes.
Oh,
sweet.
Only one line.
Only one line. Okay.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them be the way.
What did I tell you? Thank you so much for indulging. Thank you.
Thank you, Marlene.
And happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Blessings upon your life. And Rhoda, you look fabulous.
She does.
So do you, Marlene.
I told
Thank
you,
you.
the
Fabulous.
works.
That's Navia.
Ladies and gentlemen, she was here, the CEO, Dr. Marlene Le Roux of Artscape, of course. What can we say? Somebody that really paves the way when it comes to culture, when it comes to the art. And it is extraordinary that we have a person like Marlene that leads the way, that we can, because it just provides food for the soul. This is really what the art does. And I like what she said. It's like you get to tell your story without pointing the finger, because it is always a mirror. It's always that wonderful reflection of who we are. And that is what the art does. And more importantly for you, this is all available. It's like a smorgasbord. It's all available at Artscape. It is there. It's a buffet of just, oh my goodness, where to look. And that is what you got to do. Marlene, thank you so much for coming to see us again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any
It's
last
my pleasure.
words, Marlene, to your audience, your people out there, to our country? obviously we're all voting for Marlene to be president.
No, you said you were going to change things.
No, my last words is, it's always my mantra. Die lewe skuld jou niks. Life owes you nothing. It's what you can give to somebody if you got the opportunity to do that.
Sure.
Geez, that was deep.
Yeah, that's...
Marlene for president.
Yeah, here we go. So there, the presidential thing has been decided. You will see her on a ballot near you soon at the next run. But all we can say is many congratulations on the fine achievements of Artscape, the successes.
It's a team.
It's a team.
Your team, definitely your team.
Wonderful successes. Many congratulations. And keep it up. Keep it up.
Yeah.
It is a wonderful example for everybody.
Truly an inspiration.
Actually, my last thing is this, what I want to say is that slowly I'm also handing over. And the reason for that is that you must always pave the way for younger people.
So true.
So for me, let's start with our mentoringship. I believe even if you retire, you have so much to give to the younger generation so that it walks the path together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And mentoring is of utmost importance.
It is. It is. It absolutely is.
So true.
It is. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Thank you so very much. Thank you very much. Dr. Marlene Le Roux, everybody. So yes, we touched base on the Women Humanity Festival that was at Artscape, also the wonderful schools program that was there, which is really brilliant. And it was really fascinating and so amazing just to hear those wonderful stories. But more importantly, we kind of started peeling away at this onion of what heritage is and how it shapes our future. And more importantly, that we can't hide behind what culture is, because as we know, culture is constantly going to evolve. What is not part of your culture at this minute might be very different next week, and then your culture embraces it. And it is for that reason that our heritage encompasses all. Even the stuff that we don't see and we don't appreciate right now, that might just be the very essence of your heritage a few weeks from now. Thank you for your wonderful comments, for all the wonderful phrases. Thank you so much for putting that through. Remember to share this. And once again, thank you very much to Dr. Marlene Le Roux for joining us. Sorry we kept you a little bit longer than we anticipated. But thank you very much. You will forgive Rhoda for that. Eventually, she will. But that is it from us here on Mahala Monday. Thank you so much,
Thank
Rhoda.
you so much. Thank you,
Viva
Dugald.
Mahala!
Viva
Mahala Monday!
Long live, baby. Long live. Long live.
Long live.
Yeah. So from all of us, until next time, enjoy everything that it is you do, and remember to look after yourselves and everybody close to you. Until next time, thanks everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.